Okay, it's 11:45 and I want to go over a trade I just got out of with TMBR, and I'll be honest, I actually did not wake in time for the market open. I thought it was a Saturday. I guess I was just so exhausted from the week so far, just doing a whole bunch of things, and I thought today was a Saturday, and then my alarm rang and I was like, "Oh gosh, why didn't I turn off the alarm?" Not taking into consideration that the alarm is not even on the weekend, so I just was that messed up. And I did get up after the second alarm rang and I realized that oh, yeah, this is a Friday. It's not the weekend. And I went ahead and looked at the stocks, so basically I just went on TD immediate trade and I ran a scan and looked at all of the top percent gainers so far, and I took a look at them, and this one was the best one, TMBR, because out of all of them, this one was still holding above VWAP, and I confirmed that was the case with TD immediate trade after realizing that it could be off on E-Trade. And I was in this setup because it was following this nice uptrending trend line, which is good, and then it was trying to hold above VWAP, which is good after it's been under it a few times. So it looked like something that was regaining its strength and momentum. The only thing going against this one was that it's a little wicky and it's a biotech. So those don't really work all that nicely, but this one did work out. And I can't believe my voice is already tired. I did take a trade when it looked like it was starting to make a move towards the day high, and I did buy 50 shares at 284.1137 right here. I was kind of wondering if maybe it was going to do one more drop around the 270s before it could ideally make a move towards the upside, but I went ahead and took it anyway. Here, when it was showing that it was starting to work out, it looked like it was going to be a short squeeze as well. And then I sold 10 shares the next minute at 290, just in case that, it's already kind of working and then, it just worked a little bit and then it just sells off. So I did sell just 10 shares at 290 right here. And then it started to work out some more. I did sell 5 more shares at 290 at 1139 because I had a trend line from here to here. And then when we were having this red candle, although it followed it for the most part, it did get below the trend line a little bit. So that was the reason why I sold 5 shares, but I did take into consideration that a lot of these, especially one that I had last week, really worked out, but it just had one red candle before it started to work, and I sold into that red candle, so I kind of learned from that. And I guess another 5 shares at now 1140, which was this one right here. Yeah, because it did open past the uptrending trend line. And then this is when I started to sell at a better price at 1140. I sold some at $3, 10 shares, actually 304 and a half, so right here. And then I sold some at 313, which was right here. And then the next minute I sold some at 340, what was it? 313, 319 at 1141. So I sold some right here at 1141, this red candle. Or no, actually this second green candle. And then I sold more at 314, so right here. And then I had my best sell, just two tiny shares because I didn't have that much left at 1141 at 325. So right here is when I sold some. And then I actually stuck to my plan. I figured, okay, I've been in this situation where I just sell into the first spike and then, it has a bigger spike later and, I missed out. So this could actually be a bull flag right here. If there's a lot of shorts involved, I mean, it could get squeezed again. Or maybe people are shorting this now thinking this is the short squeeze to short into, and now it actually does another one. Yeah, this could be a bull flag setup. If it tries to break the day high, that'd be impressive. I don't really want to trade it right now, but this could totally work out. I decided to hold on to the last amount of shares, which was just 3 shares. It was good practice to simply just have this uptrending trend line that I had right here and not sell until it actually opens the candle past the uptrending trend line, and I did that. 11:45, I did sell at 316. Yeah, this thing might actually try to make a bull flag right here. At least it's trying. Some of them don't even try. They just, don't work out. It needs to break 320, the nice round number of 320. Yeah, it looks like it might happen. I'll tell you what, it's trying. Um, yeah, so that's the trade right now. This thing can continue to make another leg up. It might not. I also like the time period, 11:50. A lot of stocks break the day high or reverse if it's been selling off around 11 or 12. And that was a situation here. Wow, that's pretty toxic. Wow. I'll make an update later. That's it for right now. This one I didn't like because it was under VWAP, so it's been selling off. Of course, this one I traded, and this one is also under VWAP, so I think VWAP is super important. No interest in trading this one. No interest in this one. And this one's been selling off. Maybe an inverse head and shoulders here. Shoulder, head, shoulder. It is around that time period where it could try to turn around, but I don't know. It's off from a lot. You know, it doesn't have to turn around. And this one's a biotech as well. I'll make an update later. It is 10:46 and I'm here to call it off. Overall, I'm going to be up on the day $9.86. Just under a 7% gain, and that was that trade with TMBR. Yeah, my best sell was in the 320s, so my average was 303, which was right here. And again, this was the setup that was looking nice throughout the entire day. And after holding above VWAP, or gaining above VWAP after being under it a few times, it just showed that potential momentum, and it did it. And I'm overall happy with it. One thing to take into consideration, I do like how I sold once it opened a candle past the uptrending trend line here. But sometimes, and I was debating it might open past the uptrending trend line, then it kind of, sells off a little bit, and then it continues to uptrend some more and regain itself, or maybe try to follow it. But I decided to sell right there, and I'm overall happy with it, especially because it's more than what I normally do, and I have to keep getting better in that sense. I was watching this for a bull flag setup and never really did it. It just continued to sell off, but it did eventually find a bottom here. And I saw this move, and this was just something where it had like a big green candle, and I was not interested in chasing it. And then it sold off and never got under VWAP, but it did hold this, and this could have been another setup, although not as nice as this one, of course. That was pretty much it. No interest in this one. I was just looking at it. This one did eventually make a move above VWAP, but then it lost control and it went back under it. This one sold off. And this one's kind of weird. I think I was looking at one for an inverse head and shoulders. Yeah, this was it, I think. Shoulder, head, shoulder. It didn't have to work, and it didn't in this case. I mean, it did uptrend from what, $5 to 5.15, but that's not very much. And then it sold off with these two big green, not green, red candles right here. Yeah, that was pretty much it. It was just that one trade, and I'm happy that I got the trader because I, woke up and looked at the markets pretty late. But I knew what setups to look for when it was that time period around 12, 11 and 12. That's it for today.